Hey everyone, Matt here. Just wanted to touch base. I hope everyone had a great holiday. Yeah, there's always a group of people or strangers or people you see in the street that just don't understand what it's like to have essential tremor. And for those of you who don't have DBS, I have complete compassion as to what you go through. I'm going to turn my stimulation off so that I can be one with you who has probably over decades and years has had to deal with the embarrassment, the shame, multitudes of different emotions that go along with having a condition like this. Imagine like someone who doesn't have this, just doing all these day to day activities. Cleaning your glasses, wiping your butt. I don't mean to get too deep down, but maybe I have to because it's not a fun condition to live with by any means. I know they don't, when I say they, it's like, I don't know who they is, but it's not considered a disorder or a disability, I'm sorry. Um, but honestly, it's like if it impacts your life that deeply, which for most people with ET it does, it should be labeled a disability. Um, I'm fortunate enough to have gotten deep brain stimulation, but some people maybe don't want to get it. They're too afraid. I totally understand that. Maybe they've gotten the tests and they can't get deep brain stimulation for whatever reason. So I get it. It sucks. It really sucks having this. I wish I myself, yeah, I didn't want to go through brain surgery. I didn't, before that, I didn't want to take a bunch of pills. I wish I was born without essential tremor. Um, Now, not to minimize anything, but there are a lot worse things that can happen to someone. And it's a benign thing, right? It's not. We can't die from this directly, right? Indirectly, like I don't even know if I can get my pilot's license with the DBS, but without, if I didn't have DBS, if I wanted to go flying, there's no way. I'm not going to go flying anyways, but there was times where I'd drive a car and, you got to react a certain way quickly sometimes, and it's like, oh my God, like, your hand twitches on the wheel. Look at, I'm trying to hold an invisible wheel right now. Imagine me trying to turn the wheel. Even me doing these motions is getting me shaky. There's no way. So I feel for you out there. I mean, there's been times where I'm teaching, and back in the day, and a young student is like, "Why are you shaking?" You know, like, that question. It's like kind of like mind your own business, young man. Like, play the notes. But I mean, okay, having my DBS off right now for a while, and I'm talking to you out there. I mean, obviously, I'm talking to a camera right now, but like, I'm starting to get a little excited, a little anxious. Like, holy shit! Like, I can't control my body, and someone, a stranger comes up to you and gives you that facial expression. They're like, maybe you're at the store and you're trying to like, I know we don't do this as much anymore, but you're like signing your name somewhere or signing a check, and you can't even do it, and you look over your shoulder and someone's like, like, what's this guy on drugs, man? Like, is he jonesing? Is he jonesing for some hard drugs? Over what's I mean, should we call the cops on this person? And then you're that person, and you're like, I can't, and you don't want to get into it. You don't want to be like, I, hey, Mister, Sir, I can't control what I'm doing over here. I can't control it. Like, you don't want to get into it with that person. You don't want to be like, I got this funny little disorder. It makes me shake when I'm trying to do stuff. Or on my phone here. It's it's embarrassing. I know, and I totally thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos. I totally get it, and it sucks. Even if you're on meds, obviously I'm not on any meds right now because of my DBS. Any meds for essential tremor, right? I am on meds. I'll let you all know I am on what they call an SSRI. It's called Lexapro. And I've been on that now for like 9 months. And I think because, honestly, I mean, there's obviously other things that go into this, but, you get older and the essential tremor comes out more, and anxiety builds because this is always in the forefront of your mind. And my doctor's like, not my neurologist, but my pacemaker is like, and I myself, I was like, I think it's time to get on an anxiety medication. But other than that, like, I get it. Like, if even if you're on meds, you're still gonna shake. There's gonna be a degree of shakiness, and it's still embarrassing, whether you're on meds, whether you're off of meds, or yeah. All I gotta say is, there's groups out there. There's people you can talk to. Feel free to reach out to me. There are some people that I keep in contact with, and I mean, I get it. A lot of the loved ones close to me, there's not really. I mean, they have compassion, they have empathy, but they say they don't truly understand what it's like to have essential tremor. I wish there was something that maybe we could develop, to make, like they put these gloves on and they're shaky when they're trying to do stuff. Be like, that's what it's like to have essential tremor. Now you kind of get it, right? And have them try to brush their teeth, I mean, that's a good motion. Like, that's a good teeth brushing motion, but as you know, we can't keep our heads. Most of us with essential tremor can't keep our heads steady to brush our teeth. And it's funny, during the whole course of this video with my deep brain stimulation of having the tremor while I'm talking, I don't do this hardly at all for this long of a period of time, but having the tremor in the forefront, oh my gosh, it's a distraction. Like, I've had to make sure that I'm not veering off course with what I'm trying to describe because, it's a distraction. I like to use my hands. If I just sat here and relaxed and was just, but it's a little too monotone. I like to use my hands, but what a distraction. This video is more pointed towards those who do not have deep brain stimulation. So, I have a lot of these videos on here that are like, wow, like my life has changed. I don't have to worry about the tremor anymore because I have deep brain stimulation. I need to do this from time to time to say, well, Matt, like, ground yourself, big boy. Like, you still have essential tremor, and I get that. And I have deep brain stimulation, and I get it. It's like I have these videos that kind of Hollywoodize the experience I'm going through, and I make edits and stuff, but it's taken a long time to get to this point. And still, like, it's not a cure. It's a therapy. It's just like taking pills. It's just a higher degree of tremor control. As you've seen in my other videos, there have been roller coasters where the tremor comes back a little, and then voice issues and blah 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 blah. It's on and on and on. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. This is good for me to do this because I need to put myself sometimes in the shoes of someone who is not as fortunate. And it sucks. I totally get it. It's a major downer in life. I mean, sure, when you're sleeping, there's no tremor. But when you wake up, it's like, what a drag. What do I got? You're asking yourself, what do I got to do first? You got to use the bathroom, like, if you're a dude, I mean, let's be honest, it's easier to sit down and pee if you have the tremor, to avoid messes. And then what's the next thing you do in the morning? It's like all these things. What a hell of a way to navigate life. But there you have it. This is the video of understanding what it really is like to have tremor. And for those of you out there who do have tremor, again, this video is for you. So, peace out. This is going to be one heck of a head rush because I'm not used to having it off this long. So, here we go. Stimulation back on. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Excuse me. Excuse my language. Imagine someone seeing this right now in a store, in a supermarket, me having it off for that long, and then me turning it on. Holy cow. Sorry for cursing. Oh my gosh, my eyes water even. Oh. Whew. Oh my. Like, that is so intense. My neurologist said, he's like, Matt, you sound like you're stuffy. I'm riding to my girlfriend. She's like, man, when you turn that on, it sounds like you're stuffy. I'm not. It's like, it's just intense. Whew, boy. Like, I wish I didn't even have to do that. I mean, obviously, the miracle of DBS. Like a blessing. But, you know, obviously, I don't have it off that long. When I sleep, I have a sleep mode, a lower setting. Oh. And when this happens, I like to turn it off and then turn it back on again. Kind of like recalibrates. There, it's back on. And in like 5-10 minutes, my voice is going to be fine. But, geez, sorry for the long-winded video. I'm out here for you. I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments. And if I make the video 20 minutes, I get paid $500. I'm kidding. I don't get paid for any of this. This is strictly for awareness and empathy. Because I know what you're going through out there. I love you all. I mean it. I'll see you next time.